Today we're going to start working on making a pinch pot that gets turned into a bell. I like to start off with beginning with the end in mind. We get to see what the end result looks like. It actually does ring and make noises, but I sped up the video quite a bit so that you can see how I get started and begin making the project. So the very first thing I want you to do today is start off by making a small ball. You'll get some clay, just take a small amount, and then put a hole through it so that when it's all finished, we can add some string to it to place on the inside of our bell. Once you've got your ball made, give it to Mrs. Foxen. It doesn't matter which ball you get back. You don't have to worry about getting the exact same one that you made. We just want to make sure that we have one for everybody. That's not something that's going to get seen on the project when it's done. But then begin by making a ball. And once you've made the ball, you'll notice that I'm digging my thumb into the center of the ball. Once I've dug my thumb into the center of the ball, I'm using my fingers to pinch or squeeze the bell shape. This is going to give me the bell shape that makes the noise. And so if you notice any cracks or any clay that starts to separate, just go ahead and take a moment and smooth it back together and continue working on making your bell. You'll probably have a lot of clay at the bottom. You can save a little bit of it for the top part, but what you don't want to do is to take some extra clay and add the handle on it. So right now, as I begin making the handle, you'll see me just squeezing the edges of the clay, the extra clay on up to give me the handle. Again, it's not attached to the bell. It's taken from the bottom of the bell shape and squeezing that towards the top to give yourself some extra clay to make the handle for your project. I'm going to go ahead and continue making my bell shape. It seems like it's a little bit thick for the clay body yet. So again, I'm just going to keep squeezing it. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about today is you'll notice that the edge of the bell is not paper thin. When you're doing your pinching to make your bell shape, please don't get the edges of your bell too thin. A quarter inch, like a pinky width, is about how thick I need your project to be. Okay. Now, once you've got your overall bell shape, now it's time to start thinking about decorating or designing the bell in any way that I want to. So you feel free to use any of the tools that are available, whether it's a wooden or a plastic tool. Maybe the end of your tool could be used to make some interesting circles or polka dot shapes. You could use a toothpick to design any drawing elements that you want to your bell shape. And then by all means, I'm just asking that you use some time now to finish sculpting and designing the rest of your clay project. I hope you have fun. Enjoy the process of making your clay bell.
Well, I got it all done. I started decorating the squares inside with these X patterns, drew little check marks on the side, went all the way around. I noticed that I had that hole, to put the bell on the inside, so I just did some decorative ones at the top and on the other four sides to make it look like a corner. But at any rate, I think my bell is done. I'm going to go ahead and hand it to Mrs. Foxen with my name on the inside. And give it to her so that it can dry, get fired, and then I can start to paint it. Hope you had fun making your clay bell.